Hi, Cancer. This is Tarot Queen Jamila here to do your full moon in Cancer reading for January the 1st through the 3rd of 2018. So, welcome to the channel. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. If you need a private reading or other spiritual services, the link to my website is below. I am currently running a special during the holidays, 25 for 30 minutes, 50 for 1 hour. Okay? So check out my website, and my consultation for spiritual work is actually on sale for 50 as well. Okay, I do cleansings, healings, protection, money spells, breakup spells, reunion spells. Okay, all right. So the full moon is going to be in Cancer, and so it should be very intense. Okay, Cancers rule over the emotions. They rule over possibly the subconscious. Feel like it's going to be a very, so it's definitely going to be a super full moon, okay, on January the 1st, okay? So let's see what's going on. Now, this is going to be for the lovers, but also for the singles. So you may want to either look at the lover itself or either maybe your ex, okay? It just depends on what lover is doing. All right, so I'm going to call to the spirit guides and spirits for the Cancers for January 1st through the 3rd of 2018. Where is Cancer at this full moon? What needs to be seen and known during the full moon in January? January 1st through, full moon in January. What needs to be released? What does Cancer need to release? What energy does Cancer need to call in? What intentions need to be set for this full moon? And what magic will be made? I love this spread. It's called the Full Moon Magic Spread. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, that's enough shuffling. I think I have the answer. All right, so got the Nine of Swords. I feel like a lot of you Cancers are going to really, 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 during this time, heightened psychic receptibility. The Nine of Swords is representing you'll probably have a hard time sleeping. Okay, so you'll probably like stay up all night New Year's Eve, and then the next day you're just, I feel like you're going to be highly aware, you know what I mean? So I kind of see that a lot of you, whereas I feel like the full moon is going to bring you a lot of um, a lot of your fears. I feel like you're going to be going over your fears. I do feel as though the Nine of Swords does represent, um, being afraid of something, and I do feel as though it has something to do with looking at the Two of Swords. And then also the High Priestess shows up in your reading. Okay, and then the Six of Wands. So what needs to be seen and known during the full moon is the Six of Wands. So if you're single, I feel as though this is where some kind of reunion could possibly be happening. But if you're in a relationship, feel as though this is feel like the Six of Wands is representing during this time frame in your relationship, recognizing each other for what you're doing in the relationship. I feel like Six of Wands is representing um, looking at the positive in the situation. Believe it or not, a lot of Cancers do have a tendency to look at the negative. I am a Cancer. Disclaimer, I'm usually not one of those people, but the Six of Wands does represent celebration. Okay, celebrating something that's good that's happening. So I feel as though, then also I feel as though some of you Cancers, You may be practicing some martyrism. It's a possibility. Okay. What needs to be released is this King of Swords. So the King of Swords could represent an air sign person. It could be a Gemini. It could be a Libra, or it could be an Aquarius. It also could represent maybe thought processes. Okay, you see with this Nine of Swords, this is where you're releasing negative energy. And just to let you guys know, the crystals are one of the best things to do. You just have to be trained on how to use proper visualization. So if you guys need help with that, for me, I use crystals quite often to help to release any negative thought processes or any negative energy. Okay, negative thought processes. Okay, so I feel as though a lot of you are going to have to clear your minds, is what I can see, because the Nine of Swords, typically, it's where you could be gaining clarity with the Nine of Swords. I feel like it's better than the Seven of Swords. So, Spirit, give me some clarity. Why? Why does the King of Swords need to be released? Oh, the Ace of Cups. So, Cancer, I feel as though this is possibly a lot of you Cancers. Maybe there is an air sign person that you may still be emotionally attached to, that you need to release. Maybe the relationship could be over. Again, I also do feel as though Spirits is also saying to try not to bring so much logic into your relationship and go with the flow, following your heart. Some of you are not doing that. Okay. What energy do you need to call in? You got the Two of Swords. So I feel as though a lot of you are possibly having some fears around your relationship, but only because of what other people are presenting to you. So you need to make decisions based upon your own mindset and not what other people say to you. Okay, and if you're single, you need to listen to yourself and listen to your own mind, and not allow people to make you feel some type of way. Okay, now what intentions need to be set? You got the High Priestess. So I do feel as though a lot of you Cancers need to really, really listen to your own intuition about whatever it is. I feel like the High Priestess is where something is possibly being revealed to you, but with the Two of Swords, it may or may not be the truth during this time. So you may need to, you know, follow your intuition about the situation and use more so logic sometimes. Not logic, but follow your heart about it. Okay, and releasing all of those. I feel like the Nine of Swords is representing where Cancer is trying to release negative information. So I know before I said, not thinking with so much logic, but you need to think logically about situations, though, as far as, yeah, he is sort of King of Swords is sort of letting you know to release, any negative emotions. He's also telling you that. But I feel like the High Priestess is representing something that could be false, or either false friends, something false that you need to set your intent on. Let me clarify the High Priestess. Spirit, give me some clarification on this High Priestess, please, for the Cancers. The Knight of Swords. So I feel like the Knight of Swords on some level is representing maybe possibly, again, it represents an active thought process. Okay, so paying attention to the signs, and things are going to be revealed to you is what I'll say about this. She's actually talking about, thinking things through. I feel like she represents your thought processes and your intuition. Got a lot of swords cards in this reading, Cancer. And your final outcome, what outcome are you going to have? You got the 10 of coins. So I feel like that's a really, really good outcome. I feel like the 10 of coins represents completion in this case. It's representing overcoming something, overcoming adversity. It represents being very stable, having some stability, completion, maybe even possible um, marriage proposals in the relationship. I feel as though it represents the relationship going to another level, whoever you're with. I feel as though a lot of you Cancers are possibly with either an air sign or a fire sign. Okay, or it could be an earth sign. Could be any sign, to be honest with you. But all in all, I do feel as though Cancers are going to have an increased perception during, and I usually do all the time. I usually do, especially during the full moon. There is going to be, feel as though in the relationship it's going to come to a point during this time, or it could come afterwards, what's going to manifest. But I feel as though the 10 of coins is manifesting something good. But I do feel as though there is some difficulty during this time, and I do feel as though it's coming from the Cancer. Feel as though the moon is going to be sort of affecting the Cancer, or it could be affecting Cancer lover also. It does kind of seem like it is with the Two of Swords, but I feel like you're going to have a good outcome. Okay, I feel like the 10 of coins also represents grounding and stability. Okay. Thank you so much for watching the reading, Cancer. I hope that it made sense to you. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and if you need a private reading, the link to my website is below. Namaste.